Got my new cutting board out the cabinet and actually use it. I think it works perfect. It covers up the sink when not in use. Now I have more space to put crap and make it even more cluttered. Hopefully not. So it is wet. Storm was out and it a blowing. Still, my temp gauge says 52, but it sure feels colder than that. It was blowing through here pretty good. See where it was starting to puddle up over there. Starting to get some break in the clouds. And that everything was going that way. And I still have that coming. Alright. Let's get back in. Oh. Guess not. Did not expect this type of storm. It's just going nuts. Seems like every little storm that comes through the desert has turned into a big storm. Like every time. Trucks are rocking. Dogs want to go outside. That's not going to happen. No leaks. That's a good thing, I guess, being brand new, but you never know. I believe about 4 days from now, it's going to be 78 degrees and hot. So enjoy it while it lasts, I guess. Alright, one thing, I wanted to get a better shot of that cutting board because my camera work sometimes is lacking, but I'm sure you guys are kept up all night and lost sleep over that. But I did forget one thing, or kind of forgot, is I gotta get dog food, and it is still raining, blustery, cold, windy. All my stuff is blowing around, or the garbage is blowing around. Oh, that's cold. It's still coming down pretty good. Oh man. That's their dog food in its watertight container, but I did kind of take this one out and just should have kept it inside, I guess. But I want to use kind of prop my door shut right there. That's high-end dog food here for these spoiled dogs. because of their allergies. So that is that. Whew, that was brisk, guys. That was brisk. All right, looking forward to that. 78, 80 degrees because I am a sun seeker, and that ain't much of the sun. Good morning. And it looks like the storm passed. I am so happy right now. You can say way out in the distance the end of it. Now there's a little, well, I would say little, another one coming in tonight for a little bit. But and that should be it. Back to the heat. Put my coffee down. I wanted to point this out. There's snow on the desert mountains. It is definitely snow. Pretty cool. That just tells you one thing. Winter is not over. I actually think that what I thought was an osprey is a bald eagle. So a crow was chasing what I thought was that osprey I showed on the other video. There we go. And now that I look, that osprey may actually be a bald eagle. Oh, still raining. Started raining about 10 o'clock last night. 11 o'clock. Well, 11. Picked up about midnight. 1 o'clock, it hasn't stopped. This is the last round of storms. I hope. They say. Alright. Let's get some coffee. Yeah, he wasn't up very long, was he?
Just gotta see what it's gonna be like to land.
It's something I always wanted to do. May still do it. Okay. A Burnt Corral Campground here in Arizona. Not bad. Not bad at all. That's the Salt River. I think that actually turns into Apache Lake. I haven't been around anywhere besides getting my truck camper level, and that did not go well. It's a horrible level, unlevel site. Horrible. Will not pick this site anymore. I mean, maybe for this, but not for that. That was miserable, and I'm still stumbling to the right. Blew up a couple more Camco wonderful plastic chocks. Still not high enough, but loving this. But you can see how close the next camp spot is. So I'm hoping the next 5 days I don't get anybody there, even though I got somebody behind me. Whoops, sorry, dog's knocking my camera out of my hand. I got somebody right next to me and right behind me. And I don't know, way too close. But at least neighbor is way over that way. So with this view, I will take it. Okay, quick walk to the beach. Still not sure if this is Apache Lake or Salt River. Everybody's going out enjoying the lake today. It's a little sun tracker boat. Wouldn't mind having one of those for these lakes. Water looks fairly clear. There's some sandy places out here to swim. Sandy beaches. That looks kind of rocky too, so you can pull your boat up and dock right here. So, a little scan of the area. Superstition Mountains. Well, we're actually in the most northern part of the Superstitions right now. Come here, Barkley. No, 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 no. All right. Gonna have to get the dogs. I am back in the mountains, as you can probably tell. I'll explain more later. So let me get up this, I don't know if this is the 10 or 12 footer ladder. I just installed this Max Air 2 cover and that one there, and just lost you. So for those of you who don't know what these are or what they're for, here's a perfect example. That one right there, it's the last one I'll do. Those covers will leak eventually when they get the sun and the wind. The wind bangs around on them, and the sun starts slowly cracking them, and the rain. It just weatherized, and they'll start leaking. And the first one I had on my toy hauler blew right off. So, and you got a giant hole up on your roof, or you can have it leaking in the middle of your floor or on your bed. These are kind of pricey. Got mine on Camping World because they were actually a little cheaper, and they got here pretty quick. I ordered something else through Camping World, but they haven't even mailed yet, and I'll explain later on those. So I did this one last, and I'll put another one over. I just checked to see if it'll fit, which it does, because you had that sewer cap right there. And I wasn't sure if I had to get a different type, but it fits. So these newer ones have a larger air capacity. Still, they don't open up an inch or two to the highest. They still hit the top of this thing here. So, but you could open them when it's raining, which I couldn't do it last time. So if you're cooking in the rain, which tends to happen, you're out of luck. So for that reason, and the fact that these will blow off and crack, that was my priority, is get the front one on the Max Air, and then on this one here. And then that one will be next. As you can tell, I'm getting the Windex, and I'm going to clean them off, and that solar panel. Yeah, so earlier I was talking about an item ordered from Camping World. After I got those two covers, vent covers, within like 5 days of order. So I ordered the truck camper turnbuckle Lippert quick disconnect. Well, it's been a week and a half, and they haven't even shipped from that company yet, so not a good start. So that's what I wanted to mention. So we left the last campsite on the lake, the desert lake, because it was just getting too hot now. I am a sunseeker, sourdough sunseeker. If you don't know what that means, sourdough is an Alaskan old timer, and I love the sun. So, but I can only handle so much in a white camper. And so I came up into the mountains, which are getting pretty warm for at least another week or warmer. And right now I am on my own property up in the mountains of Arizona. And my wife and I's property, I should clarify. And we are about 5 miles as the crow flies from the Fire in the Sky UFO abduction gray alien site and the Mogollon Monster. So this is all there. This is my old horse stall, old fire pit. Now maybe we'll catch some elk. There's a lot of elk you'll see running across here. A lot of elk. And then just saw some before I started the camera. Just saw a whole bunch of deer. And old style fencing. Somebody built over this way. Somebody built over this way. Put up a bunch of fences. And we put up the fence to keep the bears out years ago. A lot of trees fell over. It gets really windy up here. A lot of trees fell over and knocked the fences over. And so these are some leftovers that fell over onto our fence that we had to repair as best as we can. Here's another one left over. But yeah, it goes out this direction, just goes out to the reservation. And yeah, this is all Mogollon Monster territory, they call. Watch my other channel, Alaskan Bigfooter. I talk more about it, have some videos on it. But anyway, if you don't believe that stuff, you don't believe it. But I just wanted to show you how beautiful this is. Now they did clean up their area, so it wouldn't be such a fire hazard, but these people know where to be found. And as you can see, it's a big fire thing going on. I did clean this up quite a bit here. This area here is growing a whole bunch of grass that I had buried some old concrete that was dumped out here. We do have a well out here. Have security lighting pretty much everywhere. And I put this down. This is left over from what I have right there, extra, because this area grows weeds really bad. Imagine these green and about 6 foot tall. So this will stop that from growing. And this is a attempt in the process of building an RV shelter. A work in progress. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it, if I'm going to finish it or take it down and sell it and then put a metal one up yet. I'm not sure. That is a vegetable garden right there. Like I said, we do have a well on this property. Real pretty area. Enjoying the fire while we can, because they have quite a few burn bans up here. And I use these two as to set my pots on. Old rebar that's left over from the fencing. But yeah, I got, as you can see, kind of held together. It gets really windy up here. So as the temperatures warm up further north, I'll be heading up that way pretty soon. Nights still get chilly up here, obviously in the mountains. But the desert was getting a little too warm for me. And I thought I'd take a break from that. And I appreciate you guys watching all the way through. I mean, it means a lot.